What's up, everyone? It's Phoenix here, bringing you guys another reaction. This time, it's The Lion King official teaser trailer. It dropped like an hour ago, and so, while I'm doing this marathon of reactions, I figured I would do, some more. And this one is one that's been, well, the animated version, at least, is probably one of the best Disney movies of all time. And so there's a lot riding on this. This is a live action version of The Lion King. It's coming out next year, along with Dumbo and a bunch of others. I think Aladdin is coming out next year as well. A bunch of other things. So let's just get right into it. Here we go.
Everything the light touches is our kingdom. But a king's time as ruler
that looks actually really
rises
good.
and falls like the sun.
Is it Aslan?
One day, the sun will set on my time here.
Oh my god, this looks really good, actually.
And will rise with you as the new king.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Wow, this looks pretty accurate. Wow, oh my god. James Earl Jones.
Remember.
Aslan! It's Aslan. Let's watch it again. I hate this new scrolling thing.
Everything the light touches
Except for that dark spot
is our
over there.
kingdom. But a king's time as ruler rises and falls like the sun. One day, the sun will set on my time here and will rise with you as the new king.
Exactly like the animated movies, except live action. And honestly, that's not a bad idea. It's such a good movie that it doesn't need to change. And I don't know if they're planning on changing anything about it. Hope not. I mean, maybe we can get some more story about it. But honestly, they don't need to change. Oh, Beyonce's gonna be there.
Remember.
Honestly, that looks cool. We got Aslan and everything. Oh my gosh. Sorry. I'm just drinking a root beer. It looks just like him. Aslan, I mean. Mufasa looks just like Aslan. Doesn't he? The Lion King is definitely a fan favorite. I mean, it's one of the most successful Disney movies of all time. I don't know if it's the best movie of all time. Actually, let me look. Best performing Disney movies of all time. Oh, right. Let's see. Okay, animated movie wise. Okay, the only one that is okay, so it's not so short. Okay. So out of the original movies, meaning out of the first movies, it is the best performing Disney movie of all time. The only one that actually performed better than it was actually Finding Dory, which is actually kind of interesting because not everyone likes Finding Dory, yet it performed better than The Lion King. But out of the animated movies, what I'm trying to say. The original animated movies, Lion King is the highest grossing film of all time. Like nothing has beat it yet, except for Finding Dory, which is really impressive. Actually, I think this movie was made before, or this list was made before Incredibles 2, which made the $1 billion box office. So Incredibles 2 and Finding Dory are the only ones that have done better than The Lion King. There we go. It made $423 million in the box office. And the only one that's more than that was Fantasia. Before all those sequels, the only one that made more than that was Fantasia, 1941. So this is riding on this whole movie is riding on one of the best Disney movies of all time. Not only fandom wise, but also box office wise. This movie made a ton, and is still being watched to this day. Honestly, this movie is timeless. Like you could watch it at any point and any time, and it'll still be a really good movie. The animation is brilliant. The story is amazing. Even though it's based off of Hamlet, it still has that original Disney feel touch to it, and it's songs. Its songs are what made this, and I'm happy that the Circle of Life is in this because that tells me they're keeping the songs. The Lion King is nothing without its songs. Okay, you can't have Lion King and not have Hakuna Matata and Can You Feel the Love Tonight and all of those amazing songs that were there. You just can't. There was rumors that Aladdin wasn't going to have the songs, but I mean, Aladdin could probably get away with it, but Lion King absolutely cannot. Although Aladdin does have really good music, really good songs as well, it's not as dire as it is The Lion King. You can't do The Lion King without hearing the Mas Pena Maradisimo, or whatever it is. Nobody knows the lyrics to that song, but everybody knows that song, and you just can't have The Lion King without it. You can't. Now I think there might be a chance that someone else is singing that song, but honestly, it kind of sounded like the original song, so I have no idea. I know James Earl Jones is returning as the role of Mufasa. Let me actually look at the casting. Lion King 2019 IMDb. Let's see. So Seth Rogen is playing Pumbaa, which is not a bad cast. Donald Glover is playing Simba. Keegan Michael Key is playing Kamari. A name that I cannot pronounce is playing Scar, so it's not Jeremy Irons, but that's fair. James Earl Jones, of course, is returning as Mufasa, like I said. Billy Eichner, one of those things, is playing Timon. Alfre Woodard is playing Sarabi. Beyonce is playing Nala. That's what she's doing. John Oliver is playing Zazu. John Connie is playing Rafiki. So it's got a pretty solid casting. And honestly, the best thing that they can do with this movie is tell the same story. I mean, maybe extend it a little bit so we get a little bit more about Scar and his background and get that handled with. But honestly, other than that, I would not touch this movie. Because again, we're not looking at Cinderella that's been told a million times. We're not looking at Snow White, which has also been told a million times. We're looking at The Lion King, which is one of the most successful Disney movies of all time, animated movies of all time. And it is really a legacy to anyone's childhood, born like in the 2000s or even before that. And you just can't mess this up. This is one of the biggest Disney movies of all time. There's no messing this up. You can mess up Aladdin, well, I hope you don't. You can mess up Aladdin, although I hope they don't. You can mess up Dumbo, although I hope they don't. You can mess up Cinderella and Beauty and the Beast and do all that, although I don't think they did, really. But you cannot mess up the live-action version of The Lion King. Because if you do that, you're screwed. So honestly, I would just go with what they're doing and just making the animated movie come alive. Maybe changing a few things here and there, but only like the tiniest bit. Otherwise, it should literally be word for word and have the same scenes shot just live action. Like, you can't go wrong with that. And it's not like they can't do that because it's their movie. It's that's what people want to see from this. That's what I want to see from this. I want to see the exact animated movie translated to live action and see it on the big screen. That's what I want to see. I don't care if I know everything that's going to happen. It just makes sense. Because anything you do to change it and to mess with it majorly, that is going to make people mad. Because, again, we're talking about one of the most successful Disney movies of all time. Do I have to say much else other than that? There's going to be... you thought a lot of 20-year-old adults were watching... we're watching Incredibles 2. The theater is going to be filled head to toe with full-grown adults that range from 20 to 40, and, as well as some kids who want to see it. But this is everyone's childhood, okay? And again, it's one of the most successful Disney movies of all time. It has only been trumped by movies that have just come out recently. Okay? And it, also Fantasia. But, like, this is a big deal. Okay? This isn't Aladdin, this isn't Mulan, this isn't Jungle Book or something like that. This is The Lion King. And you mess this up, you're screwed. But, you know, it looks good from the teaser trailer. From the teaser trailer, it looks amazing. It looks just like the animated movie was taken and plopped into live action. And honestly, that's all we need. Maybe a little bit more from Scar. Maybe just like, maybe a little bit about Mufasa and his background as well. But other than that, it should be word for word. Like, there's no excuse. There's no excuse at all for messing this up. Like, this movie is just perfect. And you mess this perfect masterpiece up. It's just gonna be bad. Need I say more? Anyways, comment down below. What do you guys think? First of all, what is your favorite song from The Lion King? And second of all, what do you want to see most from the Lion King live action movie? And also, what do you think about Aslan being in The Lion King? Because that's basically what is happening. Honestly, the voice of Aslan should just play. Simba. I don't want anyone playing. Actually, let me see that. Who voiced Aslan? So wait, Liam Neeson. Liam Neeson did that? Oh my gosh. I guess Liam Neeson. Was that really the Liam Neeson? I did not know that. But it's Donald Glover. I honestly, I think Donald Glover is a great casting choice. And the Seth Rogen for Pumbaa is very interesting. But other than that, yeah, let me know what you guys think. Comment down below. Leave a like on this video if you guys enjoyed my reaction. Don't forget to subscribe for more content. And peace out, guys. It's been a blast. Again, one of the most successful movies of all time. Disney movies of all time.